Welcome back, trainers, breeders, contest coordinators, and everything in between. It's episode number 3 of the Safari Zone podcast. My name is Ash, and I'm joined by Peter and Maggie. Maggie is our resident black belt. Peter is our resident dragon master, and I'm the resident Pokemon professor in this joint. I don't know why I said joint. In this podcast, I'm the resident Pokemon professor. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. You guys do some talking now. What are we talking about today, guys?
We are talking about the new trailer for the, what is it called?
Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee.
All right.
Yeah, Pokemon.
So to start off this conversation, none of us have Switches yet, but I'm assuming that Switches will be purchased before.
We have until November.
We will play
Yes.
this game for y'all. We have till November.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, some Twitch stuff is coming and potentially some live YouTube stuff if I can figure out.
If she can figure out all the logistics of it.
Yeah, pretty much. And getting us together to stream and whatnot. We will definitely be streaming the co-op for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Yes,
Since
I am so excited.
We can do co-ops on it!
That's a thing we can talk about, but first, are you Team Eevee or are you Team Pikachu? Which one you going?
Oh, that is the most difficult thing.
I'm
looking
really
forward to
excited
that
for your response to this. Okay, how about we save you for last?
We'll do you last.
Pete, Team Pikachu, Team Eevee. Which one you going with?
I think I have to go with Team Eevee. Just a little bit more ability in it.
Yeah, my choice should not surprise anybody because my favorite Pokemon is Jolteon. I really hope that you can evolve. Let me see one of these. I really hope that you can evolve your chosen starter into either a Raichu or whatever evolution. I have a feeling you're not going to be able to do that in this one because it's in Pokemon Yellow you can't evolve the Pikachu you're given into a Raichu. But anyway, my favorite Pokemon is Jolteon, and I really hope I can evolve it into a Jolteon and make it wear little hats and stuff. Did you see that in the trailer?
Yes, oh my
Pikachu's
gosh.
wearing hats. Eevee's wearing glasses.
I'm not one of the guys who cares. I'm sorry. Doing the contests in any of the games never interested me much. It never made sense to me. Dressing them up when they allowed you to dress your character up in Sun and Moon, I really didn't care. So this doesn't impress me at all.
Guys.
Sorry.
This is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever had to do. This is my Pikachu, excuse me.
It was on my head, madam.
But
which one are you going with, Maggie? Wait, hold up.
Sorry if that hurt your ears.
Team...
You gotta pick one. Go.
The first time around, I'll pick Team Eevee, and the second time around, I'll pick
So you're buying 2 copies is what you're saying here.
You can't start it over like you can the other
No,
one.
you get
it's 2
Eevee.
different
You get
games.
Eevee in one and Pikachu in the other.
It's like 2 different games.
Oh, yeah, and I'll just be buying both of the games because I can't choose. Guys,
Heard it here first, folks.
Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon.
Thus
Eevee
the
is
hat.
my third favorite Pokemon. It goes Pikachu, Lucario, and yes, all of these plushies are mine for those watching on YouTube. And Eevee. These are my top 3 favorite
She's
Pokemon.
bringing out the visual aids, so you know she's serious.
Yes.
But
so...
let's-
Oh, no.
Let's talk about the trailer in general. What are some things, some new gameplay features and stuff that excites you guys about these games?
The fact that you can bring your Pokemon over from Pokemon Go.
Yeah, exactly.
That
That's
is one of
always what you
my
should have been able
favorites.
to do with Go. And
Yeah.
it'll actually give somebody a reason to play Go again. you
Yeah,
know?
it'll
But
bring
we're-
Go back.
I'm still curious as to how it's going to continue because it did show that it doesn't come straight into your game in playable form exactly. It's coming into a type of Pokepark. Like, oh, your Moltres appeared. Oh, your this appeared in the Pokepark. So we're still trying to find out, since it's a few months out, whether or not those things are going to be fully playable or what.
And if you guys know, feel free to tweet at us if they said it in a press release. I kind of skimmed the press release thing that they did. I guess IGN or something like that. Like, they did like a press conference afterwards. Couple things we know about the Pokemon in general. Something I was curious about because I'm a competitive person. Do these Pokemon... So if you guys are new here, every time I mention competitive, she makes a Pokemon sound or he makes a bad pun, one of our names goes in the jar. And,
Every 10
or
episodes.
apparently good puns too, so there are some good puns going in here, sadly.
don't... This is gonna be the most unattractive sound on a podcast. Just rip that piece of paper off, Maggie. There you go. My name goes in the jar. While she's sitting here ripping paper, we don't know if... sorry. We do know that there will be... I only mentioned competitive once.
I know. This only counts as one.
Okay. We do know that there are no EVs and IVs. So for guys who know about that stuff, EVs is effort values. That's the stuff that you can train into your Pokemon. IVs are the things that are natural with your Pokemon. It's like Pokemon genetics. This game will not have that dynamic. I'm going to be curious to see how the battling works in this, if it's going to be a more... Because this isn't a main series Pokemon game, which is what I thought it was initially, but it's not. So I'm going to be curious to see how the battling works. I know that you can't battle wild Pokemon. That's something that they announced. You can only catch it Pokemon Go style. So this is a spin-off, and I think kind of to temper expectations, that's probably a pretty good
Wait, so it did say that you don't battle the Pokemon?
Yeah, you don't battle wild Pokemon. There's trainer battles, but you don't battle wild Pokemon. I'm going to be curious to see if there's gyms.
So it's trying to bring Pokemon Go back, in a sense.
It's a Switch version of Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that, though, and I also like the little Pokeball.
The Pokeball Plus, yes.
Yeah, that you can. I will be buying that.
I will be buying that.
It is so stupid, but I will be buying it.
So yeah, like I was saying before, none of us have Switches because none of us got around to
switching over.
Well, I was gonna buy a Switch, but I didn't pre-order a Switch, so I couldn't get one for the first 6 months that it was out, and then I just never got around. to getting
we
one.
are planning to save up for it after we go on our. We've been married for almost a year, but we haven't gone on our honeymoon yet. So after we go on our honeymoon, we will be saving up for the Switch so that we can show you guys how to play the game and play along with you guys and everything like that.
Yeah. So, and we'll be streaming and probably doing a Let's Play over here on the channel. Yeah. So if anybody wants to send us a Switch, no, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm not, but I have to pretend that I'm kidding. So Peter, what do you think about the Pokemon Go integration? As an avid consistent Pokemon Go fan for the past couple of years.
Yes, I still have been playing Pokemon Go. I've played at least 4 times today. Was getting Pokestops. I am looking forward to it. I'm excited to see how we're going to be able to possibly use it in concert with each other. One of the things I'm also looking forward to is that hopefully the guidance to where the Pokemon are around you will continue to work in the Switch game, and unlike it did in the mobile game, because that was the biggest problem. One of the reasons why it tanked.
Yeah.
But I promise you, it has gotten a lot better. If you used to play Pokemon Go and you don't anymore because of all that craziness, it has gotten a lot better. It's not as great as it was when it first released, but it's still worlds better than what it used to be, and you didn't know what was around you or what could be around you or directions or anything. Worlds better now.
Yeah, so it's like Peter was saying, I played it today too. It's a lot. There's a Pokestop literally like 2 steps away from my house. It's great. It's gotten a lot better. I imagine by the time that Let's Go comes out, it'll be getting a massive overhaul, and I imagine that Nintendo is going to be stepping into Niantic and telling them to get their crap together, unlike when Pokemon Go launched.
One of the problems that happened when Pokemon Go launched was that so many people got on the platform that it crashed. Yeah. Like almost every
Servers
single
were
day.
Constantly down.
Every 2 days, it had an hour at least where it was down because they were trying to update it, and that was just the one time when they were trying to update the servers. Otherwise, it was down at least for an hour every day just because of the sheer amount of people on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, it was not sustainable, but I imagine, and we're also getting, did you guys ever hear about Pokemon Go Fest last year?
No, I didn't.
Pokemon Go did this event in Chicago, but their internet was down, so nobody could actually play Pokemon.
I didn't hear about that specifically. I thought I had heard something go wrong, but I don't remember that specific
The whole thing was
detail.
a fluke. Actually, our good friends over at Pokemon Go Radio,
AKA our uncles.
AKA our uncles, yes. Our uncles also have a Pokemon pod. I guess it just runs in the family.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, our good pals over at, our good uncles over at Pokemon Go Radio went to Pokemon Go Fest last year, and I guess it was just an unmitigated disaster. But this year they're doing another one, and I imagine Nintendo's gonna be stepping in to be like, fix your crap.
like
they
fix
will
this.
probably
Get
do
it
themselves.
together.
That will probably do it themselves.
Because Pokemon Go, when Let's Go launches, Go has to work. Otherwise,
Yeah.
there's no point. I
It
mean,
has
I'm
to be
sure Let's
going.
Go. I'm sure Let's Go is gonna be a wonderful experience all of its own. But the Pokemon Go integration is gonna be the big thing. I imagine they're pushing. I imagine we're gonna get 10 times the raid battles and community days and stuff like that.
Because see, the thing is that I want Pokemon Go to come back. I really do. I had so much fun playing the game with my friends, but it's so lame to go down to, if you're in Albuquerque, if you go down to UNM, which is like one of the biggest places to find them, and you're by yourself, everyone's looking at you like you're a dork. Like, one of the biggest things for me that was so much fun was that everyone was playing it. You could go places and
It
people
was
were like,
really
oh, what
entertaining.
team are you? What team are you? Oh, your Team Instinct, you suck.
Oh, you were in yellow. You missed, or your Instinct. Get out of here. I remember I picked Instinct. What did you guys pick?
We picked
Instinct.
Instinct.
Oh yeah, I remember that because everybody was giving me crap for picking Instinct.
Yeah,
over
everyone
Mystic.
gives me
Yeah.
crap.
And then I remember we all picked Instinct because we like Zapdos.
Yeah.
I just dropped my phone for the folks watching with a camera.
Trying to
I've
figure out
already
what
dropped
just
my phone
happened.
like 5 times on this podcast.
Wait, are we doing that for your name for?
No, we're not.
No, because that's too
Dang
much.
it.
We're not putting my name in the
Dang
jar
it.
every time I drop my
No.
phone.
We need to find something
got
better
really
for you because
excited.
you weren't getting your name in there at all.
No,
Because
it's
I'm
I'm
just-
leaving
that
my
good,
name in there, like,
guys.
every
I'm
2
that
minutes.
Hey Maggie, what
good.
sound does Trico make?
I'm not doing it because I don't even know.
Really?
Trico! Isn't it?
Yeah.
Trico!
Like, what is it? 80% of Pokemon, their name is their voice, and their voice is their
Unless
name.
you're playing the video game and it's just a digital
Yeah.
strangled cry. That's
Not
what
too
Trico
much
sounds like in
judgment
the
to the
game.
original creators of Pokemon who were then able to get the game into a show format, but come on, you could have slowly implemented something like, oh, we're just blaming the old programs, the old devices, and now it's going to be something better that...
Yeah, I remember in X and Y when they finally made Pikachu's cry Pika, and everybody lost their minds and was like, this isn't the game, keep that crap to the anime, get out of here. And I was just like, it's cute. Getting back to what you were saying, I want Pokemon Go to be back too, and I think this has a way, or this has the possibility of doing that.
Oh yeah.
I
It
know for
totally
us,
we're
we're definitely gonna be playing the crap out of it.
Oh yeah. I
I'm
mean,
still
I'm
excited
buying
about
a
the-
Switch. Like, guys, this is happening. We are buying a Switch.
We
even
will definitely switch over.
even if we only
Put his name in the jar. Did you not catch that? Put his name in the jar.
I made that joke like 2 times.
Also, every time I say Twitch or the words Twitch, he twitches.
Okay, that's
It's the
2
worst.
more.
That's 2. Hey,
Oh, come
just put-
on! Just put my name on there twice.
No, because that's not the point.
That's
You have
not
to
the
draw.
Just rip it in half.
No.
Anyway, I think it'll be really cool to see folks playing Pokemon Go again. I know nothing is going to compare to when it launched, but I think, there's still a chance that we can get back to at least partially what it was back in the day. If you do raids and community battles, if you live in a big enough city, like we live in a relatively big city.
We live in a
Kind
nice sized
of,
city.
yeah.
It's because of the amount of gyms and Pokestops, especially around the university, which is the general area, the
That people
target
go
audience
to,
that they
yeah.
wanted anyway.
Yeah. I mean, like, you could drive 5 minutes. Like I said, like, a Pokestop is 2 doors, or 2 steps away from me, rather. Yeah, I understand for small town players, it really sucks. Like, I know it sucked at launch.
We can still
Did you put his name
sympathize
in there
with
3
you.
times?
He
We
did
can
because he
still
twitched.
sympathize with
He
you.
twitched twice after the.
Albuquerque is
Fun.
one of those towns where it has the downtown with a lot of monuments, a lot of art pieces. So there's Pokestops and gyms everywhere, and then just barely south, there's almost nothing except for like small little villages, Belen, Las Lunas, Bosque Farms, and there's almost no Pokestops. I've
Yeah.
gone over there a few times hoping it's slow area. Let's just kind of see how many kilometers I can get while it's going. And you do a few little takes, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we sympathize with you. Don't worry.
I wish there was a way that Niantic could kind of fix that problem for small,
Well-
because I know that, like, I mean, large chunks of the country and large chunks of other countries are rural areas, and it would be really cool for the small town players to get the same experience that like somebody in New York gets, or somebody in LA gets, or even like us. Like, there's a fair amount of stuff to do. I mean, there was a raid today. I walked like 2 feet away, and there was a raid.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of ho-oh. Hey, which you can't trade over to Pokemon Let's Go, because you can only trade over your your Kanto caught Pokemon, which I kind of want to talk about, but we might have to do it after the break because it might get into a long about like how none of us are Kanto players and we're in our early 20s and we're like we are the a part of us is the demographic, and there are a lot of people our age who did not grow up with Kanto, who grew up with like Gen 3 and 4 and even 5.
We grew up with Gen 4.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll probably have to talk about that. We'll probably have to talk about it after we get back from the break because I kind of really want to go into it. But very quickly, do you want to talk about what you guys think of just the trailer in general feelings you got from it?
I am so excited. Like, I mean, we're definitely buying 2 Switches because I want my own.
No, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna buy a Switch and they're gonna buy a Switch, and then it's gonna turn into the family Switches, and then Maggie's gonna come over to my house and be like, "Can I play your Switch?"
No, I will be the one who has a Switch on me at all times. He can suck it up.
I will be having to come over to you.
Can I play your Switch?
Borrow it, or I'll be just stealing it on my way to work, and my wife will be calling me, "Where's the Switch?"
I can imagine that happening. Like, he says it as it's a joke, but I know
I'm being completely serious.
And I know,
like a joke,
I know
but
there's going to be
serious.
at some point. So just for me, the trailer made me very happy.
Oh yeah, it
very
made
exciting.
me so happy.
Gorgeous. It's a gorgeous trailer.
I am seriously so excited just about the Pokeball. Like
the Pokeball Plus, yeah.
Yes, like
it's definitely the next
it
evolution
looks
of
like
the
the
thing they added
dumbest
in
thing-
Soul Silver and Heart Gold.
Like, for someone who isn't a
Yeah, exactly
Pokemon
what I
fan,
thought.
it looks like the dumbest thing ever. It's like, why would you spend money on that? And like, for real Pokemon fans, it's like,
You get to throw a Pokeball and catch a Pokemon and actually get him! Ah! Like,
I haven't personally gotten the Pokemon Go wristwatch, but I have
kinda
had a
wanna
few
get
friends
one.
who have gotten it, and they said it's a great investment if you
well, they're
play
only like
the game.
$30. They were $75 when it dropped, and I was like,
They
not
were
on
$75.
not on
yeah.
this earth.
Oh yeah.
But
They
now
were
that it's
75.
$35, I think I might scoop
Okay,
one up.
that explains why it was a little
I mean,
bit more
I'm not gonna
ridiculous.
scoop up one of the
I thought it was,
watches.
like,
I will
35,
definitely buy
17.
one of the Pokeballs though.
What I really like about it is it's a natural progression of the Pokewalker. Do you remember that from Heart Gold and Soul
Yeah,
Silver? The
yeah.
little thing
That
that
was
I had on my
amazing thing.
belt every day for like 2 years until Black and White came out.
She's such a geek, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was basically the Heart Gold Soul Silver version of cheating in Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby, where you were able to take your bike or just your regular character and just go up the little mudslides and try and level up your Pokemon in the daycare. Instead,
Oh,
this
no,
time
no, no, that's
you
the
just
thing.
put it in a little walker and you just shake it all day, and it's step, 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 step.
So with X and Y, you put your Pokemon in the daycare and they level up. They stopped doing it in Sun and Moon because
It's
they realized what
stupid.
people were doing.
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's,
but they
what
changed
you
it.
could do in X and Y is there was a little circle. And there was like an Eiffel Tower looking thing in Lumio City, and you could, I think it's the gym actually, and you could go,
Yeah,
and
it's
you could go
Lumio.
put a quarter in your DS's or your 3DS's joystick, and stick a quarter in there and go around in a circle for eternity, and it would be easy level 100 Pokemon. I still do that if I'm using like a Gen 1 Pokemon
I didn't
that I need
know
to
this.
that
Why
I
do
need
you
to
guys
train.
know all these secrets and haven't told me?
Because you
The
just
magical
you just
internet
try
box.
and find stuff. When it came to it was just
I learned
general
about the
stuff
quarter
you try
thing.
to continue looking for.
It was such a way to cheat the game, and I really liked doing that, and I still do it to this day. I will put stuff in that's like not Gen 7 stuff. That's like maybe like I need an Aegislash or something. I'll still go level it up in the daycare that way because I'm lazy.
I'm still looking to try and like test out the way that they put in Sun and Moon with the new island for training.
Yeah.
So still trying to figure that out.
So yeah, we're gonna take a short little break here, and then we'll get right back into the madness. Welcome back, everybody, to the part of the show where I give these two a little quiz from the Pokedex. I was watching Whose Line Is It Anyway, and they have scenes from a hat, so I've decided to name this segment Quiz from the Pokedex. People who watch Whose Line will understand that joke. The
It's
two
really
of you.
Hey! There's 3 of
The
us.
two
Thank
of
you
us.
very much.
What?
Anyway.
I tried getting her into it. It didn't work.
Anyway, here's the Pokedex entry. It absorbs a spirit which it then burns by waving its flames on its arms. It puts foes into a hypnotic trance. Your hint is that it's a Pokemon from Generation 5.
Is it the... No, it's not the Chandelier Pokemon, is it?
How? How?
I'm not good.
The chandelier.
Do you know its name?
Pokemon?
Bonus points if you know its name.
Chandelure?
Get out. Leave.
Am I wrong?
I had no clue what that was, you guys.
What is its pre-evolution? What does its pre-evolution look like?
It looks like a little hand candle.
What does the one before that look like?
Isn't that the little? The second one is the candelabra. The first one is the one little fat little light candle.
And Sarah is now upset.
I give up.
She's been okay. So again, I'm not very good with Generation 5. She's not very good with Generation 5.
That's why I picked the Gen 5 one, is because I knew that you guys wouldn't be able to get it.
I know
Everything about the
zero
anime I did not
Generation
enjoy.
5s.
This was the generation of Pokemon games that I stopped because I was not entertained by a lot of the Pokemon that they came up with, and I was going into farther into high school and college, so timing was bad. And I paid small attention, so she's trying to do something hard, and I...
How is Chandelure on competitive, Sarah?
Put my name in. It's UU. It's fairly good. Ghost Fire is a pretty solid typing. It's got pretty decent special attacking stat, if I remember correctly. And I have a Chandelure in my current UU team, which I never use because I don't play UU.
Tricked
This
her
Pokemon is
into
totally
doing
lit.
this, you
Oh,
guys.
I knew it was a trap, but I wanted to talk about how awesome Chandelure is. Chandelure is my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon. Actually, it's Volcarona and Chandelure. I can't pick. They're just so cool. Anyway, I guess let's get back to the show. I really need to pick harder ones.
Yes, next time you really need to pick harder ones.
Yeah, you should be like Sia and swing from the Chandelure.
Get out! And we're back.
We've tried this twice now.
Okay, you ready to
No,
try?
we're going.
Okay.
Okay, we gotta do this. Let's talk about, I kind of brought this up earlier. Let's kind of talk about, since none of us primarily started with the Kanto region and the original 151, how do we feel about the original 151 pretty much only getting the spotlight in this Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee?
Pokemon, I understand you want to bring back, like, you want to do a Kanto remake.
Another Kanto remake.
But the thing is that is so stupid that we can't transfer any of our other Pokemon from Pokemon Go into this. Like,
We're up to Gen 3
no
with
offense,
Pokemon
And
Go.
I'm
Pokemon,
sure by the time that one
Generation
comes out,
1
within a
isn't
month
that
after, they're gonna be
great.
doing Generation 4.
Oh, the
Did
second
you-
they put
did
Gen
you guys
4
hear
up.
me?
What'd you say? I'm
I
sorry,
said
Maggie.
Pokemon, I'm very sorry, but Generation 1 isn't as great as you think it is.
Generation 1...
Generation's full of
here's what I'll
nostalgia.
say about Generation
But
1.
that's it.
We wouldn't have Pokemon if it wasn't for Generation 1.
I know.
But the anime is the best season. But
Yes. Well, kind of.
But the games, Red, Blue, and Yellow, are the worst Pokemon games. And I'm counting spin-offs. I'm counting like Ranger and all of that stuff, which I think the Ranger games are actually really
Ranger
good.
was really good.
It's better than like My Pokemon Park or Pokemon Channel or something like that. But as far as main series core games go, Red, Blue, and Yellow are the worst ones. Fire Red and Leaf Green are some of the best. Now, I love Fire Red and Leaf Green, and that's where my Kanto nostalgia comes from. I didn't play a lot of it until I was like 15 and could afford them and buy them for myself. Because
I
Mom and
barely
Dad,
played
when we were
Fire Red at
kids,
all.
didn't want me to have Fire Red and Leaf Green because I already had, I think, Ruby or
Yeah,
Sapphire. I
they
think I had
didn't see the
Sapphire.
point in buying more than one game.
Exactly, like
Because
many-
it was
many
Pokemon.
parents. Yeah, it's like, well, you have one Pokemon
It's
game.
not like there's a difference between them. Oh, wait.
They didn't know, to be fair.
That's true.
But what my problem is, like I said earlier, we're in our early 20s. We're in the
Yeah.
buying demographic for this game, right?
Yeah.
And we have Pokemon nostalgia, but our nostalgia is not just Gen 1.
No.
Now, to be fair, they could patch it somewhere along the line and say, here's the Gen
Oh, yeah.
2 expansion, here's the Gen 3, Gen 4, whatever.
And I'm
maybe
sure that
that's
they
what
will
they're
do
gonna
with a
do.
sequel where it's like, here's all of them.
I'm
Or
sure
maybe
what they're
that's
going to
probably
do.
what they're gonna do, because then that's the way they can make more money.
I'm sure that's.
I'm
what
sure
they're
we're gonna
doing.
get.
Off of
I'm sure we're gonna
this.
get Alolan forms because we're
Okay.
already seeing Alolan Executor in Pokemon Go. By the way,
Nintendo
there's
just
so many Alolan Executor everywhere.
yeah.
I'm just like,
it's-
can I catch
Alolan
something that's not
Executor?
the
It's
big
the really
long neck
tall one.
Executor? Yeah.
Why? That is the dumbest, ugliest Pokemon ever.
This is before I think
Second
she has
to Garbodor.
seen the Raichu Alolan form, which looks super cool, but
Have you
I don't
seen
know
the
if she'd
Alolan
like
Ra-
it.
No, I haven't seen the Alolan Raichu form.
It's electric and psychic.
I like
It rides its tail like a surfboard, a levitating surfboard.
Okay.
Alolan. It looks kind of silly though.
But
To be
while she's
totally
looking
fair.
that up, Nintendo, do not do the purchase add-ons.
What
Don't.
the crap is this?
I told you.
What
I told
the
you.
crap is this? This looks... No,
Everybody,
no,
if you're
okay,
not
you need
driving
to-
and listening to this, I'll put it up on the screen
Yeah.
for the YouTube
Do
folks.
you see this? This is a cutesy little piece of crap. Like,
I'll put it up for the
what
folks on
is
YouTube.
this?
If you're not
She's
driving
very
right now,
good
go
with
Google
words, if you couldn't
Alolan
tell.
Raichu. Gosh. Okay.
Because seriously, that looks like an Eevee. Raichu is supposed to be the most aggressive looking one of the Pikachu evolutions. It looks like Pichu. What the crap is this, Pokemon?
It makes
What
me
did you
think
do
of
to
the
Raichu?
We just
episode
had to
of
bring up Alolan
SpongeBob
Raichu,
when
didn't we?
He gets simple and he gets overly whelmingly round and with no holes. That's what Raichu makes me think of. Is that episode of SpongeBob?
What were we talking about?
I'm sorry. I had to go on that rant, you guys.
She
We
just
were
had
talking
to.
about
I'm
how
so
they're gonna
upset right now.
Hopefully, eventually bring in the other generations of.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know it's gonna be a
Into
paid
Pokemon
DLC
Go.
deal. It's gonna be like pay
Please
$20
don't
to get the
be
Gen
DLC.
2. Pay $20
Don't
to
be
get the Gen 2
DLC.
thing. You already paid $60 for this game, but pay $20. Pay another $20 to get Gen 3. Pay another $20
I
to
will
get
give
Gen
an
4.
example of
Oh,
how
and
horribly
then
this
But
has
see,
worked
I
on
would
some
do
games.
that though. I would do that
I
though.
would too.
That's
A
we
lot of
all
people
know
would.
we
there,
would.
there is the advantage to that because it's like if you don't like Gen 5 Pokemon, or if you don't like Gen 3 or Gen 6 or Gen 7, you can pick which ones you want in the game.
I guess it's fair.
Okay.
Stop sleeping on Gen 5 though. Gen 5 is great.
No, I'm not saying
I'm
anything
kidding.
about Gen 5.
I tweeted earlier today. Follow my personal Twitter at AirSatSash. I'm the only one of us that has a personal Twitter
Shameless
account.
personal plug,
I'll
but whatever.
I'll probably
tweeted-
eventually get a
I
Twitter
tweeted-
again. I just thought I was stalking people. Sorry.
I tweeted something to the effect of I will continue to use my platform, which is the Safari Zone, to rant about how good Gen 5 is because it doesn't get the appreciation that it deserves. That's why I've brought up Gen 5 so much in this episode.
See, Gen 5 isn't horrible. It's just I haven't had much experience with it.
I was indicating for you to talk into your microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just haven't had much experience with Gen 5. I started watching them and it kind of bored me to sleep.
The games are better than the
but-
anime.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
I
I bet
think
they are.
that like we will be definitely getting an expansion if this game does well, which I don't see it not doing well.
Oh, no, it's
course
gonna
not.
do
They're-
really
they're
well.
They're gonna
Very
do. There's
few
gonna
games
be
that
a
they've ever
Let's
released
Go.
that
There's
went
gonna
well.
be a Let's Go. Whatever. Let's Go 2. Let's
We'll
some
see
kind of.
what their next we'll see what
There's-
their next one is because the only ones that have they because the smartest moves I thought when they came to some of their games was releasing 2 and then having that third one. Sapphire
stopped
and
doing that.
Sapphire and Ruby, Emerald, Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, and then they did Soul Silver and Heart Gold. They couldn't really do a third one again because they already did.
They could have done a. What's? I'm trying to think of something to go with Crystal. Courage Crystal. Pokemon Courage.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
that's
They
really
could have done
bad.
that if they wanted to, but they didn't. And then they did Black and White, and then they did Black and White 2. And then they did X and Y. And,
No,
and
if it's doing Soul Silver, Heart Gold, it probably would have been better if they did Mind Moonstone.
Mind Moonstone. Gosh.
Is that a pun?
No,
No, it's
Okay.
not. It's just
it's
a bad
an
joke.
alliteration.
But then they did Black and White. They did Black and White 2, and then they did X and Y, and then we were all expecting a Z, I think, at some point down the line.
I
Because
was expecting that.
Because of Zygarde.
Yeah, that's what
And
I was
then
expecting.
they were like, no, Pokemon Sun and Moon. And you're like, what the heck? And then they do the stuff with Zygarde in Sun and Moon.
It was really weird. I'm enjoying it, but there's almost no like real good backstory.
No,
if you
it's
hadn't
just-
watched
it's
the
just those
anime
two
or
people
played the
give you
game, you
Zygarde
wouldn't have
cells.
known.
Yeah, you collect Zygarde cells and stuff, and then they give you can get a Zygarde 10%, which is the dog. And then
50% for the large earth snake, and then 100% for the
Transformer?
Transformer Power. I was thinking Power Rangers.
he kind of looks like a Power Ranger.
Yeah, he
villain.
does look like a Power Ranger.
Yeah. I forgot what we. Oh, and then they did
Megazord,
Pokemon, and then they did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and then they're like, no, we're
That
not going
was
to
one
do.
that
Everyone's
made sense.
anticipating a main series game on the Switch, and then they're like, nah, let's just do this. I'm pretty sure it's a spin-off and it's not a main series game. We're getting a main series
It's
game
probably
next
gonna-
year.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
looking
gonna
forward to
get
that.
main series games for the Switch because it is so much fun. But I'm really glad that they started to introduce this first.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
because
way to hook. It's
the
a way to hook the
Switch-
casual folks.
The Switch is a interactive game console.
I
It
will
really
definitely
is.
compliment them about the Switch because
Yeah, because
and also, you know, the
It's
aspect
not
that-
a DS. It's an interactive game console.
and
It's a
multiple
portable
people
Wii.
can play. Most people can play. So, like this game, you play with one Joy-Con at a time. You can give the other Joy-Con to your buddy. You're in an airport, whatever.
Yeah.
You're on a bus. You're on whatever, and or you can just kind of I don't know
Yeah,
why.
you don't-
Your buddy's house. Go over to your buddy's house and just prop the Switch up and play. Some
Yeah,
Pokemon.
and so you
Let's
don't
go.
have to have more controllers to play
exactly.
with only 2 people.
And it's a
So-
Pokemon game, and my understanding is like the second player can drop in and out at any time.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. I wish I could make a better joke, a better representation about this, but if they had had more Pokemon games for all of the Nintendo game consoles, it was a perfect evolution. They went from the 64, which was flat and it was solid and you couldn't take it anywhere. There was the GameCube, which was another
getting
good
prepared.
evolution up forward, which had a good block form to it, and it was the only one that had tiny little discs to it. It was great. And then there was the Wii, great thing, and then it transformed to the Wii U, good evolution. And
Which
then there's
would have
the
been
Switch,
great if you could take the
perfect
game if you could
thing.
take the gamepad away from the console more than like 20 feet.
Which is what they did with the Switch, and that's why it was a genius move on their part.
Yeah, and
really
just
is.
the
The
Joy-Con,
Switch isn't a
the Joy-Con
genius
with the
console.
detachable controllers and having games with the detachable controllers is great.
The only reason I'm still sad that I didn't get the Wii U is because of Smash Brothers.
We played a bunch of Smash.
And see, the thing is that now you can have Smash Brothers on the Switch as well.
Well, yeah, we're getting
is
Smash
super
Brothers on the
cool.
Switch
We're getting
probably
Smash
next
Brothers.
year.
I don't
I
know-
thought Mario Kart is the one that you
Yes,
can have
Mario
on there
Kart
right
you
now.
can have on the
Okay.
Switch, and that's great too because you can use the Joy-Con.
Yeah, it really
I haven't
is.
done any research for the Switch and Wii U transfer. Is there any backward compatibility?
No, because the Switch has cartridges and
Okay.
the Wii U has
That's what I thought. And they'll probably have a backwards.
Discs, right?
yeah.
They'll probably have a backwards store like some of the other
Yeah,
consoles
yeah,
are
like
doing.
we'll get some virtual console stuff for sure probably somewhere down the line. I imagine we'll be getting like Twilight Princess, Zelda, the Wind Waker stuff, like the Wii U versions, or just get like straight Switch ports or whatever.
And see, I think
Hopefully we
this-
get some Pokemon games on the Switch. And I say that
Yes.
selfishly
what I'm
because I would
looking
really
for.
like to stream stuff that's not an emulator.
Yeah. Well, okay, so see, the thing with the Switch that is so ingenious about it is that I think the Switch is going to be the most successful game console of Nintendo. In my personal opinion.
Oh, it already is.
Oh, it already
It already is.
Because it's like it has like a little TV screen. Like
It's
oh my
perfect.
gosh, perfect date night for all the girls who are listening. I don't know how many girls are listening. I hope there's a few of you.
There's
Perfect
two girls
date
on this
night.
podcast. I hope we're
Right.
representing women well.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, perfect date
Can we just
night
talk about
girls.
that for a second? This is a nerd podcast, and there's more women than men on this.
Ha!
That's not
Breaking
something
down
you
the
s-
stereotype.
Breaking the glass ceiling of nerd podcast.
And for those of you guys out there, they're out there. I found one. And
He got
they're
one
hot
to marry
too.
him.
Okay, anyway, but seriously, girls, if you and your man are guys, listen up. If your girl loves Pokemon Go, take her to a park under the sunset and bring the Switch along. Boom. Perfect date night. Underneath the stars playing Pokemon.
Or play Mario Kart.
Or
and then
play
just
Mario
break up.
Kart. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Have you never gotten hit with the blue shell?
Yes,
Actually,
I
I've been hit
have.
by plenty of blue shell by this gentleman right here. And I also
You can't say that because you're the main one who sent it towards me because I beat y'all all the time.
Anyway, girls, perfect date night, guys. Just whenever we suggest something and you find a girl who's nerdy, just listen to us. Just listen to us.
I'm
It'll save you
clearly
a
the
lot of
definitive
trouble.
authority on romance, says the single person. We're gonna move on from that. Let's kind of wrap this up here a little
Yes,
bit.
let's wrap this up, guys.
So, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I'm very excited.
I'm very
because
excited.
this is going to be the first time ever that I can play Pokemon with my friends or my sister, which is more than likely what's going to happen.
Yeah,
and then
pretty
we'll just
much.
Get continually frustrated with each other.
We
Well,
we
up to a
don't have
point. There
we
was
don't have
Diamond
any
and Pearl
nerd
where they had the
friends.
underground area.
Any
I
of my
loved
friends-
that. That was one of my favorite parts about Diamond
And you
Pearl.
can battle and trade with other people as well, but there's something about going on a Pokemon adventure with another person.
Yes.
Which is often a very personal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And any of my friends who are listening, don't get offended by the "we don't have any friends" comment because none of y'all want to be playing Pokemon with me. So
She's getting sassy. I'm gonna
I'm
have to
getting real sassy.
tone it down, knock it back like 4 notches. I'm gonna have to ask you just
Only 4?
maybe 10.
Oh my.
I just wanted to start you off easy. We gotta snort!
2 of them.
Chill down. Chill out, Grumpig.
No!
Chill out, Grumpig.
No?
Can we put your name in the jar every time you snort?
No.
Please comment down below, see if that should possibly be the thing we
Guys,
can get her name in the jar for.
That is so unfair. I can't control it.
That we won't put your name in for. But I can't control it.
Maggie has
Okay, a little
the
bit.
uncanny.
She can barely control
Maggie
it.
has the uncanny ability to turn into a Grumpig whenever you do this. For the folks listening at home, I just grabbed the back of her neck. We're not sure why that happens.
You guys are bullies.
But it's given me so much
I haven't
enjoyment in my
done
life.
that.
Because
I voted for it not to be your name in the thing. Why am I the bully?
you voted for it.
guys, let's get back on track.
Marriage arguments on the podcast.
Can we not? Because I'm literally sitting in the middle of you guys. Just me kind of slowly sinking into my chair.
What a ringer.
Okay.
Oh my
Do you
gosh.
guys have anything else to add?
Yeah, I'm just really excited for this game. I'm gonna go buy a Switch very soon.
Yeah, we're
I know
probably
people.
will
I
too.
played Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. It's fine. And I know Mario Odyssey is great, but I'm not much of a Mario person. I'm only a Mario person when the words party or cart are after it.
They're just
Yeah.
the best games.
Or like the Game Boy game Super Mario Brothers. But other than that, no.
Yeah. Do you have any closing thoughts, Pete?
2 general things. Nintendo, hint, hint, wink, wink. Diamond and Pearl remake.
Please.
It was one of the best
Please.
games out there. It would be a
Oh.
perfect thing for Switch, especially if you're able to find another great way to implement the underground tunnels, because that was honestly the best part about it. Second thing, a shout out. What?
I'm just getting ready if
Oh,
you have a
okay.
pun.
Can I be
I'll
put in
give you
charge
that.
of the names?
I'll give you that. Niantic, I will definitely still give you guys a shout out. If you were playing Pokemon Go or anything by Niantic, please actually look into some of the monuments and artwork that you were going around checking out the Pokestops and the gyms, because there's a reason it was focused around those parts so that you could actually appreciate what was out there. Please get off of your butt and go check out the outside world. That was the point of Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Don't
Move
just.
on to you.
Yeah. Closing thoughts.
I'm just super excited about the game, and I think it's a genius thing that Pokemon is doing. Just Pokemon, just work on Pokemon Go, and it'll be a blast.
Make it good, man.
Yeah, if you make this
Niantic.
good, this will be your best-selling game of all time if you make this good. So
I think it
good
definitely
luck.
has the potential to be.
Yeah, so good luck, Nintendo.
So as far as my closing thoughts are, I think this has a chance. I remember the feeling when Pokemon Go came out. As a Pokemon fan for my entire life, I started playing Pokemon. I played Crystal when I was 5 or 6 years old. So as a Pokemon fan for my entire life, I remember the feeling. And I didn't play Go when it was initially announced because I was very much in my snooty competitive phase. I said the word competitive. How does that get in the jar? Okay.
That counts.
She's trying to get my name in the jar when we're not even on the podcast. I'm not saying anything.
Oh my gosh. So I remember when Pokemon Go came out. I remember not playing it and then playing it a little bit with y'all actually. But I remember the feeling that it's fair.
It's fine.
I
I'll
remember-
just write another one.
I remember the feeling that Pokemon was back. And I haven't had that feeling in a long time because I knew with Sun and Moon sold really well, but it lasted for a little bit when the hype was real, and outside of the Pokemon community, you didn't hear about it much. And I remember just that feeling when Sun and Moon came out that it was finally something, because we weren't alive for very long. I mean, we were alive, but we were very young when the original Pokemon craziness happened, so we never experienced it. And I always kind of felt bad about that. Like, I was never going to get to experience the cool Pokemon taking over the world stuff. And then Go came out, and it felt like that. Everybody was playing Pokemon again, and asking you about a 3DS or getting a 3DS or whatever.
Yeah.
So I remember that, and I haven't had that feeling since 2006 until I saw this trailer. And I saw all my friends tweeting about it. And I saw my friends who aren't even in like Pokemon spaces or like played the last 10
Brought
Pokemon
the Pokemon
games.
fans out of the closet.
Exactly. And I'm just very excited about this game. I think it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a very big success.
I have a problem where I love every single Pokemon spin-off game, even the bad ones like Pokemon. I had fun with Pokemon Channel. I'm sorry.
I never tried Pokemon Channel.
I
never
don't
tried
even know
Pokemon-
what that
I tried
is.
Pokemon Dungeon.
You don't need to.
I did not enjoy it.
Don't give me any hate like y'all have been giving me. I'm sorry I didn't know who Latios was.
Lugia.
Oh, Lugia. Dang it.
Latios.
Maggie, what does Latios look like?
Oh, actually,
Please,
I
Maggie,
also
what does
wanna do-
Latios look like? What does Latios
It
look
is
like?
a water Pokemon.
No, is it
Here,
blue or is
okay.
it red? Is
It's
it
blue.
Okay,
Okay,
all right,
good.
that's fine.
All right,
It's
to
not
get-
a water Pokemon. It's
Okay,
a
how
dragon
about this?
psychic.
I'm gonna help you out a little bit to take off a little bit of the anger off of me. I will change one of my answers from the first episode. The girl I think Ash should end up with is Latias.
Oh my god.
Can both of you just leave?
I will take the angry comments.
Can we just
'cause I'm entertained to see what people will
Put
say.
his name in the jar. He deserves it.
Why?
That's a pun.
That's not a pun.
It's not a pun, but it's a terrible hot take. So
I'm entertained to see what you people
I'm very
think.
excited that Pokemon's gonna be back. I am very excited that I'm gonna see people playing it on their Switches again who aren't even in
Yes.
Pokemon Spaces. I'm excited for. I didn't get to talk much about this because I didn't want to put my name in the jar 50 million times, but I'm excited to see what the battling's going to be. I wonder if it's going to be more of a Pokemon Go-esque battle or a more traditional Pokemon battle system. I know there's probably not going to be any breeding or anything like that. Shinies is something I'm interested in too. I don't know what it's going to be like for Shinies.
Oh my god.
Can you go kill?
Yes, hold on, guys. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right. So, if you want to get more of the Safari Zone podcast, you can check us out on Twitter at Safari Zone Pod. You can subscribe to the channel over here because we put out great stuff, I think.
Yes.
There's podcasts. There is segments from the podcast. We are going to start doing Let's Plays soon. I'll tell you right now what I'm going to do. I'm going to play through Pokemon Red and do a Nuzlocke of it because I haven't played through Red in probably 10 years. So,
There's also
and
a
with
Pokemon Go community day with Larvitar, so...
Exactly. So, and also stuff that's coming up down the pipeline, we will be doing... So, should I announce this yet?
What?
The Go Challenge? I've already announced it.
Yes, you have already announced it.
So the Go Challenge is we're going to do a Pokemon Go themed challenge and do a vlog and hang out and you guys can interact with us on Twitter and
the Instagrams we are going to be creating an Instagram that I
Yes.
will be in charge of, and we'll probably do one of those Instagram determines my life challenge along with this, so you guys will get to pick where we get to go,
Pokestop, stuff like
all
that.
of that
yeah.
kind of stuff. So
And
yeah,
using Twitter stuff too, yeah.
Exactly.
By that point, I'll also have a Twitter as my plan for this specifically.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it. That stuff. I know that's a very like hectic coming down the pipeline thing, but let's play Pokemon Red. Let's play Pokemon Go stuff down the line. We're gonna an upcoming episode that we're gonna do is I'm gonna teach these punks competitive. So get excited for that. We are gonna
That
be
does not get her name in the bucket.
the word competitive does not put my name in the jar.
Yes, it does. Anyway, guys,
Let's end this podcast before either of us get our names put in the jar too much. Yeah, I think that's it. So, Pokemon trainers, breeders, contest coordinators, and everything in between, have a great day and go catch 'em all.